Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Benny, a true and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Well, last time, we finished up our business on Kashyyyk, which means basically we abolished slavery, we kicked out the corporations, we dealt with colonialism, and we helped out Zalbar and put everything to rights, which, has one rather unfortunate side effect. I'm back to being a Grey Jedi. I've lost all my advantages in terms of, my dark side abilities. Okay, I've still got a tiny benefit to, when I'm choking people, but it's barely anything at all. I'm really not very happy with this in the slightest, so, okay, we need to sort that out and get back on the right, by which I mean wrong, side of the Force. So that's why we've come to Korriban, because apparently this planet is like, literally evil. If you take a soil sample, you give it to a scientist, he'll put it in a machine and say, yep, that's evil alright, I've found pure distilled evil right here. And apparently, there's also, an evil Hogwarts. So, this is fine, alright, because my teachers at evil Hogwarts will be expecting me to be evil. And if I end up turning on the place and murdering everybody, well, that's evil too. Like, good, but in an evil sort of a way. So, okay, let's flip and make this happen. Let's go choke some tutors, mutilate some pupillate, and lightning some... Okay, nothing rhymes with lightning. And here we go, over to Port Authority, and, as I'm a regular... 25 credits, but... Okay, you don't need to collect that 25 credits, because, yeah, I'm just using the Force to be a dick and avoid spending money I could easily afford. That's gotta be evil. Alright, this is the sort of dickery we need to be getting back into the habit of. And there we go, I suppose you're correct. Won't hurt anybody if I just let you through. Now, Jahani, are you about to be a dick about this? And no, she's not good. Bastila would have been, liking you, Jahani, looking good in those Sith robes. Alright, Customs Officer, tell me about Korriban, aside from the fact it's literally evil. So, this is Dreshdai, only colony on the planet. Korriban is a Sith world, well within their space, though it's not well inhabited. The Sith allows Czerka to conduct some mining here, and the company operates the starport. Otherwise, the colony revolves around the local Sith Academy. Okay, so Czerka are dicks, the Sith are dicks, maybe we could arrange some form of, dick versus dick playing them off against each other. And even more interesting, Korriban's actually the location of Czerka's headquarters for the entire sector, so most business in the colony is conducted here. That would suggest that actually this is a pretty big deal. Okay, tell me about evil Hogwarts. So, unless you're on the hopefuls who want to be a student, I suggest you avoid it. Oh, I can be one of those students, don't you flippin' worry. Alright, my choking tutor says I am A+ at choking people. Oh, and I think I see what's going on up ahead too. That there is going to be, okay, potential students and a named person. Right, by any chance are you evil Dumbledore? Well, actually, to be honest, Dumbledore was kind of evil. Eviler Dumbledore. More explicitly evil Dumbledore. Let's go for that.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
And please, Master Shardan, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the academy. This guy, oh, come on, man. You're being a bit needy right now. Just, bring it down a notch. Play it cool.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Oh, do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Thank you, Shardan. We understand now. Oh, I don't think you do. I think you're about to be murdered, actually.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You there! You have the look of someone not quite as dense as these hopefuls. I require your aid for a moment. Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me, will you?
Okay, can I actually just, like, kill them? Kill them, humiliation, scare them a little. I mean, as you say, they've not done anything wrong, it's just they haven't done anything right. So, I'd say humiliation would be enough for now.
You do? Perhaps having a bunch of hopefuls soiling themselves would be somewhat amusing. Let's see, shall we?
Oh my goodness, he can actually just make them. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm guessing the Jedi Council wouldn't teach me that lesson. I need to learn that power. I need to find Sherdan and learn how to make people just, yeah, mess themselves at the start of a fight. Because that just sounds flipping hilarious. So, also, I like the architecture. This is nice. This is nice right here. Good lighting, all the rest of it. Hello, Bree. What can you do for me? Ah, okay. He's a weapon trader, but he's also got connections. Okay, what are you talking about, my friends? So, Mandalorian raiders occasionally drop by. Oh, bloody Mandalorians everywhere, isn't it? So, okay, needing to get rid of some extras that they can't sell in the civilized systems. Ah, you buy weapons off Mandalorians after they've done their business elsewhere. They wouldn't actually dare attack Korriban itself because, you know, Sith world, lots of Sith here, etc. But you handle weapons at the end of raids, which other people might not be willing to, you know, handle. Gotcha. Okay, buddy, what have you got for me? So, Krath Warblade, 2 to 13, not upgradable, nothing particularly dramatic going on there. 2 to 13 is, it's okay, and to be honest, that's pretty cheap for 2 to 13, but we can do better than that. Vibro Double Blade, I've seen that before. Cassius Vet, ooh. Well. So that is, oh my, that's not just 4 to 11, which is already pretty darn good. That's 4 to 11 with a stun chance. Okay, that's pretty good, and also upgradable. Well, I don't know precisely who this Cassius Fett lad was, but yeah, we're gonna be wanting that. Got it. Then we've got a whole bunch of generic stuff I've seen before. Handful of grenades. How much for a concussion grenade? To be honest, like, concussion grenades are really good, so I'm just going to buy them. To be honest, I'll just buy literally all that you've got. That's pretty cheap, all things considered. Okay. I need to get 10,000 credits together, because that there, the stun chance, I mean, that's worth it just for the stun chance. And 4 to 11 unupgraded, that's pretty good. I'm just going to go through my stuff here. I've got a bunch of, like, little weapons, like basic Vibro Blades 1 to 10. I'm never going to be using them again. So, let's just get rid of some of this stuff, see where that leaves me. Ah, yes, that reminds me. We've got ourselves the Mandalorian weapons we got from Kashyyyk, so these are not great. 2 to 7 unupgradable, nothing good on critical or anything, no bonus effects. Yeah, they can all go, and that's pretty good. And the Ripper, I did notice in the end, yes, it's a type of disruptor. That's why it's pretty weak, 'cause it bypasses energy shields, but to be honest, we don't see them that often. I really feel like that's not worth the appalling base damage. So, we're going to sell all of that too. Absolutely. Get rid of all of them. Basic bowcasters, 100 each. That's, yeah, 1 to 10. Again, not great. Oh, and here's the big one. Mandalorian assault rifles, 3 to 10, with, you know, 19 to 20 on critical. They do come with a stun chance, which is, then again, they're not upgradable. I'll sell 2. I'll sell 2 of them to get me to 5 grand, and I'm sitting on bloody 40 frag grenades. Bloody hell. Right, I may be hoarding my grenades a little bit too much. I'm being, you know, a little bit too Resident Evil 4 right now. I'm gonna end the game with a briefcase full of nothing but 10 million grenades. Okay, that gets me to about 6,000 credits, so I'm gonna be needing 4,000 more. So anybody want to offer me, you know, 1,000, 2,000 credits to do some murder? I am now up for that. Okay, 100% up for it. Because, yeah, Bendak's weapon fully upgraded is 5 to 10. Alright. This weapon is as good as that on average, with no upgrades whatsoever, and it comes with a stun. We need to do that, yes. This is very important now.
Look here, my dear friends. We have a group of newcomers to our little colony. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that, hmm?
I think I'm much better at murder than you and... Hang on, who are you speaking to? That's not me. Who's this? Because I kind of thought these two people were speaking to me, but that's... I'm not sure who this guy is, but he's here. Okay. You can try and kill me, you'd fail, but you can try, yes. We don't say, well, there's no need for hostility here, because we're not on the friendship and hugging planet. We're on the survival of the bloody strongest planet right now, so you can try. You're gonna lose, mate.
Those are very brave words for such an insignificant person. Do you not realize how many Sith are here in Dresde?
Let me kill this one, Lashao. Let me do it.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
If I do this, then what's going to happen is they're going to respect me less. We just heard from the first guy, we've got to be dicks. So, okay. If you want to fight, make the first move, it'll be your last. Don't hurt me, I don't want to fight. Persuade. 2 Mandalorians are out in the woods. I mean, I've got not a terrible chance of passing the persuade, but the thing is, I don't know whether I'm impressing them by, like, standing up to them, and whether they're, like, you know, basically playing along with this because they're curious how tough I am, or if I might actually be causing trouble with, you know, the people who own the damn town. Because I've not joined the academy yet, so I'm going to try and persuade, because my persuade skill is ludicrously high.
Go on.
And one of them collapses, he doesn't seem to be breathing, and his eyes are glazed. The other Mandalorian takes out his communicator and calls the commander.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet!
And he gasps, "My partner has collapsed. I don't know what to do." After a moment, the commander responds, "Calm down, I can help."
And then?
First, let's make sure your partner's dead. There is silence, and a blaster shot is heard. Back on the communicator, the Mandalorian says, "Okay, now what?" And, oh, Zalbar's enjoying this.
Too funny. Good one.
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad. All right then, my friend. You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
Sorry, I kind of thought a better punchline was coming. I genuinely thought that wasn't the punchline. I thought there was, you know, a second punchline coming up, but no, as it turns out. Okay, that was a bit of a flimsy joke, but whatever. Okay. Let's see who else has got, you know, something to say. Well, no one else seems too chatty in the shop, so... Aha! Czerka rap. So, let's see what Czerka's interest is on this planet, because, yeah, you guys were dicks last time I ran into you, and I kind of helped, you know, raise up a big rebellion against you, kicked you off Kashyyyk. Hopefully you don't know that, otherwise that could be a problem.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely.
And you make our freedom sound like a tragedy. Yeah, you tell him, Zalbar.
I see you got one of your own early. May as well while you can. Now then, was there something I could do for you?
Yes, indeed. We heard you guys were into, mining. Well, I need to get underground into an old tomb, so maybe, just maybe, these guys could be useful.
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Oh, I really hope he doesn't offer better prices than the guy around the corner in terms of selling my stuff, because if so, I might have just left a bit of money on the table. But before we do that, yeah, Czerka. You guys are basically playing both sides in this war. I'm sure somebody was saying that to me at some point or another. You're supplying the Sith, but also supplying the Republic, so you're just getting very, very rich off all of this.
Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going.
And profit at any cost, just like my world. Yeah, Zarbast's a bit annoyed about Czerka.
I'm not sure what your pet is muttering, but keep a restraining collar on it. It won't last long if it gets loose. Now, was there something else?
Okay, so no specifics as yet.
Czerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Okay, that there might potentially be, you know, something of interest. Like, plan A is join the Sith Academy and just get permission to go to the ruins, but if Czerka sends ships out, stow away on one of them, we might just be able to get out anyway, so... okay, very quickly, how about you just tell me what you know, my friend?
They call the site the Valley of the Dark Lords. Ancient Sith are buried in tombs there, along with many artifacts of old. Some of great power, apparently. I don't know anything else. Neither will you, I'm sure. Only the Sith students are allowed access to the site.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing some grave robbing. Got it.
I understand there is one main person amongst the Sith who decides which students are worthy. Yuthura Ban, I believe her name is.
Okay, we've got another useful bit of intel. We need to find Yuthura and impress her. Okay, extremely important we get her on site, because she's my way in.
Other than in the Academy itself, I'm sorry, I don't know.
No other information, though. Okay, fair enough. Meanwhile, there's a shop he's selling, yeah, some good fancy stuff here. Exar Kun's light battlesuit, which is an impressive 9, but, yeah. I've got better heavy armor for the people that like that sort of thing, and plus 3 dexterity is not enough for me, so we'll be leaving that for now. This stuff is light and 7+4, that's medium and 7+3, which is pretty bad to be honest, so anything else, my friends? The rest of it doesn't look... ooh, holy battlesuit, that sounds fun, but isn't actually, you know, that good. 9 and +2 on medium is... I guess it's okay for the right person, but not for me or the Wookiee. Powered battle armor including, yes, strength +1. That's kind of fun, though. That's pretty darn fun, so... yeah, maybe if I moved, say, Canderous over to melee, that might be a good time for him. And heavy targeting optics, so you just gain massive amounts of bonus feats. Basically, you're just much better with weapons. Blaster rifles, heavy, and blaster... not just focus, but specialization. So, okay, basically for either blaster rifles or heavy weapons, you just gain 2 bonus feats, making you a specialist in them, because you've got these magic glasses on, which is... that's kind of fun. Not for me, but that's still kind of interesting. Ooh, and dexterity +1 on these here ocular enhancers. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, you know what? Anything that boosts my dexterity is a good time. And again, not for me, but here's a fun one. So this is, yes, for people who've taken all 3 levels of the feats related to having an implant. So, passive regeneration. That's kind of fun. Then again, you got a lot of Jedi floating around who can just do healing. I guess maybe a bit of passive regen during a fight might be useful if the fight's going on for a while. So, okay, not for me, though. Really nice, though. I'm going to be honest. For only 750, yeah, I'm going to take that, yeah, +1 to dexterity. That seems like a bargain, actually. Yeah, here we go. I'm just boosting my skills right now, which doesn't actually help me in combat, so... okay, that's what we're going to be having. If I need to use skills, I've got that. If I need to boost my stealth, I've got this. But general, day-to-day, I'll be taking this right over here, and that boosts me up to 21, so, yeah. This is why we're here, of course. I'm almost to the stage where I can actually pass more dexterity than +5. Just 1 more dexterity, I'm up to +6. At that point, my armor is losing me bonus dexterity, so even if robes aren't as good at providing defense as armor, I'll be able to make up for that shortfall because, you know, I can move and be more dexterous in light robes than I can in armor. So then the gap starts closing, especially when you factor in I can start doing, Jedi speed and whatnot. So, we need to find some good evil robes, alright? Somebody has got to have been buried with some nice evil robes. We'll break into their tomb, we'll crack it off, we'll just, pull it out, shake out the skeletons and the dust and whatever, put it on, will be marvellous. What I really love in this game, by the way, is the uneven level of the voice acting in it. Like, Bastila is voiced by bloody Jennifer Hale, but then we've got this random citizen here.
Are you new to Korriban?
I mean, that's just amazing that that's in the same game as Jennifer Hale. It's wonderful. I love how uneven it is. Also, how do I like the new visor? Oh, it's... You know what? That's okay. It's not as dorky as some of them are. Okay, couple of prospective Sith, and you, my friend, you've got a name. So, you there, human, you're the one flying the Ebon Hawk now. I am! What's your deal precisely? Did you know the old owners? You can tell Davik my people are spitting plasma over this. We've been waiting for this shipment for a month now. Oh, this is, yes, I can see there's been a bit of confusion. So, yeah, I don't have the shipment either. Come on, buddy, I'm gonna need some actual details here. Just pretend I know nothing, because I don't. And, you don't work for Davik. No, Davik's, he's dead. He's, like, super dead. He was, dead, and then the planet got blown up. So that's, like, twice over. Yeah, super dead. And when a planet explodes, you've got to expect a few changes. I like this guy. This guy adapts to the situation in front of him. So he's wanting several kilograms of spice to be shipped to us aboard the Ebon Hawk, and maybe he left it on board. So, okay. This is interesting. Might be on board, and I can't really actually, cast moral judgment here, because I literally was a spice runner before I started becoming, Bang Blitzman, galaxy-saving hero. Depends how much it's worth to you, though, because this isn't actually my job. I'm not contracted for this. I want a bonus, and I'm gonna say, I kinda like these glasses. These are pretty good. 1,000 credits, perhaps more. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're flipping talking. Yeah, let's say 2,000. And who do you need dead? Well, he's being a bit vague now, but I was just saying I need the money. To be honest, I want that pistol. I want a super powerful, upgradable pistol that can stun people, because this is the wrong way. It's all about the stuns. Alright, and also, John, you've been on Kashyyyk too long, and never mind, you also can't travel from here for some reason. Right, well, we're gonna go get that. Alright, you can have the drugs, that's fine, but I'm expecting, more than the 1,000, because there was a mention of more. Ah, here we go. So we got ourselves a compartment here. Or, I just need to enter the passcode, don't I? Red 47. Crack that open. Lovely. Open that. Grab the drugs. Now. I'll be helping myself to at least 2,000 credits, actually. Because if he wants to play hardball, that's absolutely fine. I'm very happy to just cut him out and deal the drugs myself. Because cutting out the middleman, there's gotta be more money in that. And okay, I've got the spice, but we need to talk about, payments. So, that does indeed look like the amount Davik promised. Here's 1,000. Okay, you promised another job, the chance for more money, but I'll take the 1,000, that's fine. And, okay, let's try persuade. I'm not going to go for 2,000, I'm just going to persuade him, see how that goes. My persuade is really high, my charisma's really high, this has got to be a decent chance. And, okay, 1,500. I'll take that. That's 50% more, that's a big up right there. That's not so bad at all. So, I'll take that, 1,500, and I would definitely be interested in more credits. Alright, who do you need dead? Come on, let's hear it. A simple courier mission. Mott of the Hut on Tatooine awaits delivery of a box that I hold. The spice was his, the box is repayment. Okay, that doesn't seem too difficult to do. Might be some good, easy money right there. No danger involved as long as you don't attempt to open the box yourself. And I'm sure Motta will pay you what was promised to Davik for the delivery. 2,000 credits. And we might be able to get a bit more. I'm very good at that. I mean, do both these jobs. 2,000 credits. 3,000 in a deal. Okay, where's he? Like, is he going to be easy to get to or not? And he's found an anchorhead, don't know precisely where. Okay, so we might still need to go looking for him. And just out of interest, what if I do open the box? Because now you've said don't open the box, I want to open the box. And never open the box, that would be horribly bad. Now I really want to open the box. Can I just, like, force persuade him to tell me what's in the box? Go on, tell me what's in the box. It is not a bomb, just don't open it. It represents no danger as long as it's closed. I want to know what's in the box. And also, why not do this yourself? Why are you paying, like, you know, 2,000 credits or something for somebody else to do a simple courier job? And I suppose I'd have to eventually. You're already here, you have a ship, it would be most convenient. There's something here he's not telling me. Like, for example, what's in the box. But how about 3k? And if you want more, you have to bargain with Motta, not me. Okay, I mean, that's fair. That's actually fair because you're not the one paying me. Sorry, my mistake. Though I should warn you, he doesn't like to renegotiate. Okay, maybe only renegotiate if I can force persuade him. Otherwise, that might be dangerous. Okay, you know what? I'll do it. That's fine. Okay, well, I've got a giant pile of money and he's off, so... Okay, that sounds like, you know, good, easy money. How much do I have now? Already 6,600. We're already 2/3 of the way there to that lovely new rifle. And oh my goodness, there's a cantina here called the Drunk Side. Oh, I love it. I just love it. We've also got more, you know, Sith right here. Or rather, sorry, people who want to be Sith. Tell me a bit more about yourself, random person.
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
Alright, so, yeah, what's the draw of the Academy? Because, from what I hear, a lot of people end up dead trying to get in. So, what's the upside?
Well, that's the only way to become a Sith, isn't it? In the Academy you learn to use the Force.
And, okay. Why not just, you know, join the Jedi? Why the Sith in particular?
After the Sith conquer the galaxy, there aren't going to be any more Jedi, are there? I guess I'd rather join the winning side.
Okay, so the war's going bad for the Republic. Got it, though. Just out of interest, what do you reckon your chances are?
I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now, and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good. I don't know. Some of the attention the Sith have shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly.
Yeah, plenty of flippin' murder going on, though. It sounds like all you need to do to get spotted is you don't really, like, you know, go and apply. You just somehow, you draw attention to yourself.
I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Yuthura Ban who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith Master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't.
Okay, so once again, we've heard about Yuthura, but now we know what her species is, so should be easier to spot. Any chance you can point me at her?
I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the Cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere.
Right, she might be in the drunk side right now. I'll just be, you know, on my way over in this direction. Keep an eye out for, you know, anyone who's, like, you know, got those good, sexy head tentacles going on. And also anyone else who's, like, you know, got a name. Oh, it's a game of Pazark. Okay, there are a few takers on Korriban. Would be good to have a little fun. And I tell you what, I do need some money right now. Let's do it. Maximum I can wager is 100. So I'll wager 100. My deck, same as last time, did me very well. Let's make this happen. So, alright, just make this happen a little bit here. See how we're getting on. 9 is completely safe. You're ooh, we're literally tying right now. 15. Even if I draw a 10, I can -5, so I may as well just, if I get lucky. And 19. I'll go for a +1, so I've got a spare, and I'll stand there. Okay. We're tied, but we both had to use a card. So, even so far. 13. That's more or less safe. Nice, natural 20. He busts, I go, and... Okay, we've still got the cards, and I'm 1 up right now. So that is a good start. Right there. 15. Again, I'm safe. Even a 10 I can get back from. Another natural 20. And he's got no choice but to keep playing. bus again. Nice, 2 natural 20s in a row. I'm not sure if this is based on, like, a stat, because there's no luck stat, but I do have, like, you know, scoundrel's luck. I'm not sure whether that would ever make a difference for any reason. So, 15 to 19. Yeah, I'll go for an artificial 20. And, wow, that was very easy. Well, basically, screw you. No. I think we're golden, that's fine. It's just nice to, you know, win a game on every planet. Though, wait, did I play on... I'm not sure I found anyone to play with on Kashyyyk, which is a bit of a shame. Bartenders, they've always got missions. And the owner of the Ebon Hawk's always welcome here. Good. I'm liking this place. Alright, I've arrived. Everyone's giving me work, giving me money, showing me some damn respect. This is lovely, but tell me what you know about my ship, because I don't know much about it. So, okay. Frequent visitor to Korriban in the past. Yeah, there's definitely been some form of drug dealing going on here. I've already been getting involved, actually. No, shockingly, a bartender in an RPG who doesn't have any missions for me, which is... well, that just feels wrong, doesn't it? Ah, but some random drunks on the other side of the bar might know something about what's being dug up here.
Weird artifacts. Looks like alien stuff. Maybe aliens lived on Korriban a long time ago. Who knows?
Don't be stupid. I was talking to one of those Sith and he said there are tombs there dating back to when the Sith were here in ancient times.
There were Sith here in ancient times? Sounds like he was feeding you a line. Korriban's only been settled for a short time.
So says you. He said the planet was settled by the Sith a long time ago. And then they all left or something. Those tombs are really important to them.
Tombs, huh? That makes the stuff they send us even creepier. Wish I didn't have to haul it around.
Okay, so... yeah. The Sith were here, then they weren't, and they came back later. Why abandon it? Well, maybe those, you know, force-eating creatures that were mentioned to us, so... okay. Any chance, you know, you've got any of those artifacts now? Because I might be willing to pay for it, depending on what it is.
No, we're not due for another shipment for at least another week.
And yeah, where do they go?
We used to haul everything to Terrace, and the Sith would take it off our hands there. Not sure where we'll be bringing it now.
Okay, so what's going on is they've returned, they're pulling stuff out the ground, and they're shipping it off somewhere else, which would suggest they're looking for something, but they're not 100% sure what it is. Okay, why did the Sith come back here? This is an interesting mystery. Right, well, that's everything in this tiny colony here, so Sith Academy it is. Let's go join evil Hogwarts. And, oh, blimey, it's very pretty. Okay, so this is Korriban. I really hope I can breathe the air, otherwise we're all going to die momentarily. So, okay, tiny little utility droid. A few other bits, and here we go. A few other bits of nice, easy loot. I'll never say no. Some nice, easy loot. Lovely.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Oh, blimey, on Korriban, even the bloody protocol droids are a bit on the rude and sniffy side. Okay, so we got a bunch of students not looking so hot on the far side of the bridge, and Meekle. Okay, I need to go and make a good first impression. Alright, this guy needs to know I mean business, and I'm guessing something bad's about to happen to you poor unnamed bastards.
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy?
And yes, indeed. Are you a Sith, by any chance? Because if so, kinda want in.
Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously deaf, however, since I asked you to leave.
It's fine. Everybody's gonna be a dick. I just need to be a dick right back.
No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
Okay, so... what are you doing to... oh, one of them's dead. Oh, more than one of them's dead. Okay, so you've killed 2 people already. You don't look so hot, my friends.
You'll get your turn soon enough, fool. And when you do, I will be there, laughing as you collapse from heat exhaustion and Meekle's beatings.
Okay, lots of beatings. Got it. Any chance I can come inside, by the way?
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once.
Okay, how about you just, let me inside, you weak-willed fool?
I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion, citizen. Please, do not attempt that again.
Oh, okay. Might need to, be a bit careful, actually. So, okay, what if I need to speak to the Master of the Academy?
No one gets inside, citizen. Messages and deliveries must be relayed through official Sith channels only.
Okay, this guy's doing a good job, and yeah, don't try to force persuade him. We know he's resistant. So, okay, where's the medallion?
It is the device given to one who has been accepted into the Academy, but has not yet proved their worth as a student. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one, which you must then take to Yuthura Ban, who I believe is in the Cantina. It is she who decides which hopefuls enter the Academy.
Okay, so none of that's gonna work. I need to find somebody I can speak to and impress in some way or another. Ah, but now I've been outside, Yuthura's here. Right, Yuthura, me and you need to have a nice chat. Also, Twi'lek, purple patterning. I'm gonna be honest, Juhani. You've been a bit too goody two-shoes recently. Yuthura, meanwhile... Okay, I think Yuthura could be my new evil girlfriend. I was kinda hoping I could drag Juhani back to the dark side, but she's not really showing much interest in it, so... Okay, new girlfriend. Yuthura Ban's gonna be my new girlfriend. It's gonna be great.
Is there something you need, human? Make it good, for I have little patience.
Oh, I'm liking the little kind of face tattoos and whatever, too. So, yes, Yuthura Ban, me and you need to have a chat.
I am. Obviously, you have been told of me. Is it your desire, then, to train at the Academy? Do you wish to become a Sith human?
Yes, I want to be evil. I want to be super, super evil. Let me join you.
Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something odd about you that I cannot place. I sense that you are very strong in the Force, that you have already honed some of your abilities. Jedi training, is it?
Yeah, but they were kinda hopeless and not particularly interesting, so... Oh, that's nice. Yes, a fallen Jedi. That does sound nice and badass.
A Padawan, perhaps? Though it makes little difference. I sense enough raw power within you to... Well, we shall see. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%. And maybe don't try and force persuade her. Bad idea. We know she's a master. So instead, just use my raw persuadability. You know, I'm down for it. I will do whatever you say, master.
Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
Ooh, okay, so... Ah, they're my slaves. Yes, they can come along... Oh, I shouldn't say that in front of Zalbar. Oh, Zalbar's not going to appreciate me saying that.
Yes. We are only servants to the Master. There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter. Make sure they don't disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy?
Yes, just one thing. Would you rather be referred to as Master, as you're a Sith Master, or Mistress? Because... Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll just keep calling you Master. It's A-okay. Yeah, screw it. Let's do this.
Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
I'm going to be honest, that was easier than I was expecting.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Yuthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with?
Ooh, okay. I've killed plenty of them. Don't know much about them. They are powerful. and they're evil and surrender themselves to temptation and corruption. They do what they want, pay no heed to duty or discipline. Okay, they are powerful, that's objectively true. They're winning this war, like, pretty easily by the sounds of it. Let's just, go for that.
A diplomatic answer, if not the core of the matter. Our power is obvious. The question in truth goes much deeper than the surface. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
Okay, so the people I've run into outside, they're not actually they're not my teachers, they're my classmates. So they just get to, start torturing people immediately. Yes, I want to learn how to make people immediately mess themselves the moment the fight begins. That's what I want. Absolutely. So, what are my companions? Yes, just out of interest, can they stay if they don't say anything?
Your slaves? They are irrelevant. They may accompany you so long as they do not interfere with us or with your training. Are you ready or not, young one?
Okay, I'm ready to learn about the dark side of the Force and learn how to choke people more effectively and shoot lightning out of my hands better and whatnot, and also steal a robe. To be honest, I'm mainly here just to steal the robe and make some money. But I'm not so keen on your pro-slavery agenda. That's kind of a line for me. I did kind of bring down a corporation on Kashyyyk over this, so okay, I'm ready to learn more, but we may have to draw a line at some point depending on whatever you ask me to do next.
Are you? I can see into your heart, young human, and I see the dark kernel that is there. If it is ready to sprout, remains to be seen. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive, my pupil, Yuthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Okay, and they've given us a room immediately, so okay. We're in. I've got a couple of slaves with me. I'm really sorry about this, by the way. I know you're slightly sensitive about the word slave. Any chances like some really good robes? Give me some Dark Jedi Knight robe. I mean, well, some money here as well, which is nice. Okay, so not only do I not have to pay tuition fees, they're giving me a grant to study here. Oh, I can deal with this. I mean, okay, they're pro-slavery, but I like their education policies. This I can live with. Okay, leave that robe aside for now, because, yeah, the armor's still 7, the robe's only 2. I'm giving up 5. That's It's too much to give up. It's just too much to give up. But we need to have a little bit of a loosey-roundy and... I mean, it's not bad in terms of square footage. I mean, I've had student digs that are smaller than this. Admittedly, it's not very, you know, efficiently used. Plenty of this floor space is a bit wasted. And also there's no bathroom. Okay, you need to share a bathroom. That's less good. No private bathroom whatsoever. Yuthura, me and you need to have a chat, because I'm going to be seducing you to the dark side of my force, if you know what I mean.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year.
Oh, I bet you say that to all the students, you flirt.
Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it?
Okay, I'm liking everyone's voices here. I'm very willing to be seduced to the dark side of the Force by all of this. There's some big Triller energy going on. It's marvellous. So, yes, absolutely, Master. Tell me more.
Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Nagasado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership.
Okay, so yes, we've got a bit of Sith power play going on. She wants this guy to die, but presumably if he's in charge, he's pretty strong, so me and her together might have a chance. And, okay, that's the first time anyone's mentioned a specific tomb, so tell me more.
The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance. Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important.
Yes, you're planning to kill him. I get it. So, okay, you want your part in this. You want me to kill Master Uthar. Probably I can't. So, yeah, let's figure out, you know, whose part is doing what here.
My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar together and I take his place. And you take your place at my side. A beautiful plan in its sheer simplicity.
Okay, I'm down for this. This all seems pretty darn solid. I'm more into you than I'm into him, though he's got a very good voice too. Everyone here has got an excellent voice. You're all very good at seducing people to the dark side. So, okay. You want me to, well, presumably you don't want me to kill him. Like, the implication is we're going to be doing it together, right?
Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter.
You're not wrong. Also, I'll be bringing along a Wookiee, and, like, he's seriously good at battering people with a stick. And yeah, I'm on board. Let's do this, Master.
I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me.
Okay, so, yes, tell me about the Code of the Sith. Because if I can immediately go and tell him that, I get myself a free Sith point straight away.
I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything?
Okay, got to remember all of this. It's going to be a test like we did on Dantooine. I just need to remember the order of things, because he's going to give me the first half. And yes, in particular, my chains are broken. Which chains are we talking about specifically through victory?
This has been argued over, and often. The chains represent our restrictions. Both those placed upon us, and those we place upon ourselves. Ultimately, the goal of any Sith is to free herself from such restrictions. In a way, it is so we may do whatever we wish, but it is much more than that. One who has freed themselves from all restrictions has reached perfection, their potential fulfilled. Perfect strength, perfect power, perfect destiny. Imagine it. That is our ideal at any rate. It is said in Sith legend that the Sithari, the perfect being, will one day lead us. But perhaps that is just a legend.
Ooh, okay. I'll be a Sithari. That all seems fine.
I wonder what that being would be like. The legends say the Sithari will destroy us and make us stronger than ever. But perhaps that is just a legend. Perfection is a goal, I think, rather than a state of being. The Jedi would argue that, no doubt.
Okay, interesting. And the Force shall free me. Yeah, basically the same idea. Power to victory, strength to power, passion gains strength, peace is a lie. Okay, so passion. Like the passion that me and you are going to be getting on after we've taken out Master What's-His-Face. Bow chicka bow wow. Okay, more importantly, yes, if I need prestige, how do I get it?
You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The Code of the Sith is the easiest way to start. I have told you all that you need to know of it already. There are a group of students who refused an order by Master Uthar to execute a group of civilians in the colony. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped and fled before the order could be carried out. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far and are simply in hiding. We just do not know where exactly. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure he would be most appreciative. Shall I go on?
Okay, so they're like, what, students who had given up. They were just kind of not good enough, so it's okay to execute them because they wanted to come here to the Sith Academy, and the Sith are bad, but also, you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, having a girlfriend who's a Sith, 'cause she's kind of... Okay, it's all fine. My moral philosophy is a little bit conflicted right now. We'll straighten it all out by the end.
I would suggest you talk to the other prospective Sith, and find one you can gain an advantage with. I believe Lasho would be an excellent choice. She is too trusting. I have little doubt you could talk her into letting you help her somehow. Just make sure it is you who gains the advantage, not her. Be ruthless if you must. That is the only thing that will impress Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest to you is that you head into the Valley of the Dark Lords on the surface. There are ancient ruins there which can be explored. It's possible you might find some artifacts or information in them which would please Uthar. It's difficult to say for certain.
Okay, just out of interest, have heard rumours about terrifying creatures that, like, drink Jedi's blood or something. Anything to say about that?
I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the students. What did you wish to know?
And, yeah, the tomb, and yes. Why are you so interested? Why are you kind of, you know, suddenly back here, excavating and shipping it all off?
We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith. Why they were on Korriban and why they left. Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great power.
Okay, they're trying to solve the same mystery I just figured out a moment ago in the bar. Gotcha. Alright, I think that's all we need to know from her, so... I mean, this is nice. Nice high ceilings as well. Really nice high ceilings going on here. Just need to figure out... Okay. Uthar's room. Well, just out of interest, shove on my special, you know, interface visor. That's all good stuff right there. Give it a quick fiddle and... Well. Basically, screw her. We're just going to go straight over her head and just check he's not in here, right? Are we good? Check the desk. I'll say they're not very good at, you know, furnishing the Sith. Like, you know, there's a lot of empty space here that I feel could be... What was that? Is there a bottomless pit at the side of this room? Like, every side of... Well, that's... Okay, that's just dangerous. Especially right by the bed. Like, sometimes I'm not fully awake when I get up in the morning. Like, 100%. I'm going to get up one morning, and before I know what's going on, I'm going to have fallen to my bloody death. This is just, you know, a bad idea. But he's also got... Footlocker.
On it.
Crack it.
Done.
Got it, and... Oh my. Well, we've just... Okay, so that's precisely what I needed. Okay, let's just have a little bit of a look-see at what I've just found here. So, okay, why can't I? Oh, darn it. It's heavy. Boo. Boo, I say. That's really nice, though. So, okay, weapon focus lightsaber and force regeneration. Because, yeah, force regenerates outside of combat, but not in it. So I'm guessing the mask helps with all that nonsense. I mean, this is going to be useful, because now he's not going to have it during the fight, because I've just stolen it. So, okay, then we have got the Jedi Master Robe. So, plus 3 defense, plus 8 dexterity bonus. I mean, it's odd he's got a Jedi Master Robe, not a Sith Master Robe. If I put this on, I'm giving up... Yeah, I'm giving up 4 defense, but... all of a sudden, I can use all my powers, including Jedi Speed for an additional attack per round. And actually defense plus 4. So, as long as I always activate Jedi Speed at the start of every fight, I've actually got the same amount of, okay, that means it's time. It's actually time for me to put on the robes. Take off the awful visor, by the way. Put this thing back on. Because as soon as I get just 1 more dexterity... and go up to plus 6. Then, with speed, I'm actually where I should be. So, okay, I'm going to go up to Uthar right now, wearing his dressing gown, and basically, you know, earn his praise. Because, screw that guy. That's a power play. The first thing I did during this entire mission was steal his clothes, and now I'm going to go up to him wearing them. Ooh, and round the corner, in somebody else's room, heavy repeating blaster, and Sith assassin pistol. And Sith sniper rifle. Okay, basically we're just robbing everybody. My security skill is, you know, really, really damn nice. Don't mind me, that might have been your stuff. I don't know. But maybe this is your stuff. Okay, I've just stolen something from somebody. I mean, I like the sound of an assassin pistol. What does an assassin pistol do? So, okay, it's kind of terrible. Oh, it's just bonus damage versus droids, dear I flippin' dear. To go with no. It's also stun. 25% stun chance. I mean, is that... that can't be worth it. Especially when there's, yeah, difficulty check of 10. Presumably to, avoid the effect. Then again, if I put that in my main hand, does that mean that that would be... every single combat round would be, like, multiple attacks, both of which could stun? That could be a lot of potential stunning. I'm not sure, yeah, giving up base damage is the right way to go. There's plenty of ways I can stun, and the rest of my team can stun, and force powers to stun, and grenades to stun, and everything else. I don't think I need to be giving up this much damage, especially when I'm trying to save up money right now for a gun that does have the stun without giving up the power. Still, hello there, Kel. Are you like one of the other students or something?
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alwyn.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. You don't strike me as Sith material based on what I've heard so far. So, yeah, you seem a bit, nervous, my friend. And he isn't raving, a doubter. Good call, Zalbar. Not sure why you've turned your back on him, but whatever.
Nothing.
And, yeah, he seems not 100% sure. Let's see if we can, you know, cause a crisis of conscience or something.
Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know.
Ooh, I'm not a Sith yet. Can't persuade you to tell me. Yes, I'm not a Sith yet. Why don't you trust me, and I 100% won't betray you by pushing you into one of these bottomless pits that's literally bloody everywhere, because, seriously, who designed this place?
Oh, I know that. I mean, you aren't yet, but you intend to be. I mean, you're just like everyone else here.
Okay, I feel like you really shouldn't be here, my friend. You do not seem the type.
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
Okay, what the flip is going on here?
I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you. Can I?
Oh, yes, you can trust me.
I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now I don't know. I have so many doubts.
Okay, so many doubts, you flipping say. I bet Master Uthar wouldn't like to hear that.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please don't tell anyone. I'll get over it, I guess.
Okay, let's maybe immediately snitch on. Hang on, is snitching a Sith thing? Because I feel like maybe it's not. Maybe that would be like, you know, bad. Okay, that's where I live. We've already robbed his room also. Oh, hang on. I forgot to look at the bloody sniper rifle. Okay, energy 2 to 9, range of 28 meters, so better than a blaster. Critical range is 90 to 20, which is not bad. Honestly, not spectacular. Yeah, because it's got like a scope built in, like, you know, as a sniper rifle. It's got a an inherent +1 to chance to hit. Honestly, I can do without. And then we have got Meekle right here. Sadly, can't steal his stuff, so... Okay, may as well say hello to all my, you know, compatriots who I need to ultimately kill.
It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up.
Oh dear, and what makes you so damn sure, Meekle?
You think I would tell you? Have my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something?
I don't know, if I just do a little crush on your brain, that might well happen in a few seconds, yes. Though, let's see if I can maybe bring him round a tiny bit.
I guess there's no harm in it. Word has it that Master Yuthar gives big points for Sith artifacts that are brought back from the valley.
Okay, that's more than a hint. That's just you telling me your entire bloody strategy, so now I can do it. So that's marvellous. And presumably, yes, here we go, LeShow. So she's enthusiastic, but overly trusting. So I was told to get her on side. So, alright then, and... Wait, hang on, this is your room, and this guy's room's right here. So, okay, whenever this guy leaves his bedroom, he needs to walk through yours. Okay, you did not do well when they were handing out the rooms, dear oh flippin' dear. Right, we'll come to you last, because apparently we can, like, you know, manipulate you in some way or another. So, Sharden.
I remember you. You're all right. Trying for the Academy, I see.
Alright, you seem, you know, polite enough, and I challenge you to a duel. That's a bit, you know, much, to be honest. Let's just start with who he is.
The name's Shardan. Didn't I tell you that back in the colony? Maybe not.
Ah, yes, you're the guy who was, yes, making people, you know, mess themselves. I like you. Me and you can be friends. I'd really love to actually, you know, figure out how that works. And to be honest, I don't want to duel him because he might, you know, he might do it to me. And these are brand new robes, by which I mean, you know, newly stolen.
I don't work or play well with others. Thanks for the offer, though.
And nothing else we can do. Okay, for now, he's just meditating a lot. LeShow. You're going to be willing to play ball, though, and it's going to flippin' screw you over.
I remember you from the colony. You seem all right, though you'll not win the right to train before me.
So, yes indeed. Let's see what's going on with you.
You don't remember? My name is Lasho. We met in the colony ever so briefly.
I was just wanting more detail, but fine, whatever.
Just figured that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance.
Okay, and what if we were to work together? I've been told you might fall for this.
I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you?
Why? Because you want to work with me.
Yes, I do want to work with you. I suppose it's possible that Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others for sure. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of a Tukana mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end.
I don't actually know what a Takata or whatever is. How dangerous is that? Then again, I just let her get eaten. Then, once they've weakened each other, she's been eaten, the Takata mother is nice and weak. We move in, my Wookiee kills it, job done. Though, why do you think this thing in particular is so important?
Because it probably contains secrets from the time when the Sith ruins on this planet first existed. You don't think that Master Uthar would find that impressive?
I mean, she's got a point. That seems fair enough. So, yes, I'll see you there, LeShow. Okay, so we've spoken to everyone, and she's now naffing off very badly. She hasn't entirely mastered running yet, so, you know, maybe she's not 100% ready to be a Sith. Okay, so everybody's got their sleeping quarters down over here. Then we just move in this direction. And Yuthura win. Time to prove I know what's going on with, yes, the Sith Creed.
Then finish the code. Peace is a lie. That is only...
Okay, that one was passion.
Through passion, I gain...
That one was... oh, was that strength or power? I think it was strength.
Through strength, I gain...
Now was that... Yes, that was power.
Through power, I gain...
That's victory.
Through victory...
And then chains are broken.
The Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable.
That strikes me as true, from your point of view.
False. Unless victory proves your superiority, it is an illusion. It is temporary. Sadly, it seems you did not understand the code as well as I thought.
Oh dear. Can I do that again? Or, oh, I think I've just fluffed it. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Any chance I can, yes, gain prestige some other way?
Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
And it's like rites of passage, except the only purpose here is to brag about it, no personal pride at all.
Really, however, you should seek out Yuthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes?
And yes, I've done that, that's fine. But, yes, me and you need to have a chat about Kel.
A student, is it? What might you have to say?
And, Kel, he has doubts and he's thinking of leaving. Oh dear, I'm guessing you don't like that.
Ah, I think I know this one you speak of. You gained his confidence to admit such, did you? I commend your competitive spirit. You have certainly impressed me. I shall speak to the boys straight away. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Okay, so what else do we have here? Don't turn her in, but... Oh, maybe I do get another chance here.
Peace is a
Yeah,
lie.
he started again. So, okay, this is fine. Let's see if maybe I can pass the test this time.
Tell me then, true or false? It is our passion that fuels the Force.
Oh, okay. It's a different one on this occasion. Our passion that fuels the Force. I mean, it's your passion that lets you, like, unlock the full power of the Force, but passion itself doesn't inherently fuel the Force, because the Force is like an overarching thing. The passion just lets you tap into it. So, I mean, I'm not sure whether I'm arguing semantics here, but I feel like that's false.
No, it is true.
Oh, for goodness sake, that's fine, whatever.
Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable.
Okay, we now know that's false, because this is all very, you know, up for interpretation, but whatever.
Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Okay, so I should now have +2, and I'm not turning on Yuthura because she's going to be my Sith girlfriend, so it's going to be fine. And I gained some dark side points, some XP. Lovely. Ooh, and standing at one side, there's just, you know, an unnamed Sith student who might be able to, you know, help me out in some way.
Now that depends. Do you know anything about Ajuntapal?
Is that a drug? Because if so, I could get you some.
Ajuntapal was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. At least, according to the ruins here on Korriban. One of the tombs out in the Valley of the Dark Lords belongs to him. He wielded a powerful sword, by all accounts. Some of us believe it might be in that tomb, which is quite exciting.
Okay, a sword. Zalbar could do with that, potentially.
According to legend, Ajuntapal forged a sword imbued with the essence of the dark side. Someone who found it could gain considerable prestige.
Alright, why are you telling me this? Precisely, and, yes, why hasn't any effort been made to recover it? Sounds like a pretty big deal.
Some unsuccessful attempts have been made. I truly don't know why a more concerted effort isn't made, however.
Okay, so, yes, I'm guessing that there's something in there that eats people. Any more you can tell me about the magic sword?
Well, the legends say the sword had dark power, but that may only be a story. We will never know unless we can examine it more closely.
Okay, now, how do I get to the valley? Because the implication was only people who were like, you know, proper... Wait, am I a student now? Could I go to the valley or not?
You simply need to follow the East Passage. There's an exit there which will lead you up to the surface. Look for Czerka. She is in that area and can probably help you.
Okay, I'm now allowed to go. Marvellous. Alright, just wandering around, speaking to the random teachers here. Oh, blimey, something's... Okay, something's going off to one side. There's a duel happening. Hopefully it doesn't involve me. So, Jorak Un, someone has just mentioned. I have no idea who that is. No one's mentioned them so far.
Well, the first thing you should know is that it's not a name you should mention around Master Uthar if you can avoid it. Jorak Un was once Uthar's master, you see, and the head of this academy. He went a little insane, however, and Uthar forced him to flee to the surface and hide. It seems that Jorak has been spending his time kidnapping students who wander into the Valley of the Dark Lords. No idea why. I've also no idea why Uthar doesn't do something about it. If you want prestige, however, you'll find that hermit, as everyone calls him. You'll find Jorak and either kill him or bring back anything he's been writing. Uthar would like that. Now be gone. I have better things to do than chat with lost hopefuls.
Okay, so we're just learning more and more about the various artifacts that are out there, and yes, just a bit of dueling going on. Lovely. Okay, meanwhile, in another corner over here, we have got ourselves the dueling room. Very, very fancy. Okay, so we got, right, when you say, dueling room, I feel like these guys aren't really dueling. I feel like you're just sort of zapping them with lightning, actually. So, okay, first things first, just, you know, rob the place, just in case there's anything good going on. And then, okay, I think you guys have misunderstood dueling as a concept. So I could start combat with a prisoner and, oh, that's a little evil. Then again, okay, no. This here, I am giving them a good, fast death. Right now they're being tortured forever. It's fine, though. What else can this thing do? So, data files and, ooh. Okay, sentry droids could hunt a particular target. Well, or I could free all the prisoners. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay, let's just log off for the time being, just for now. Zalbar, I mean, you furry carpet slave, get over to that terminal and do the hacking I command of you. Oh, this is good, I can get into this. Okay, for only 3 spikes, yes, let's get into the data files, see what we can discover. So, here we go. No files of interest found. Well, that's... okay, like, seriously, there's just nothing here at all. And breached, scanning. Well, that's kind of annoying. Well, let's go into the cameras at least, see what we can find here. So, yeah, that's the room I'm in. You're not wrong. That's... okay, I feel like this is a real waste of spikes. Okay, well, this is just annoying. And you foolish carpet slave! You have ruined my spikes! I shall punish you for this when we get back to my quarters. There we go. Sorry, Zalbar. I have to, you know, keep up the pretense. Okay, let's do one fight with a prisoner. That's gotta be worth something good. So, yes, continue to the fight. Marvellous.
Your kind has killed everyone I know.
I'm really sorry about that. And yes, this should be fun. Let's do this evil-like.
I won't be an easy kill for you, Sith.
I get the feeling you will, actually. So, how about we just, yes, first things first, we need to choke you. And there's some dark side. Okay, so now he's choking to death, and now is the time. The time has finally flipping come. Unlimited power! So, he just said he wasn't going to be an easy kill. Then I just choked him, then zapped him with lightning. So, okay, didn't really live up to his promises right there, like, at all. That's more like it. Now we're getting back into the red evil side. And over here we have got, ooh, interrogation. Right, I'm very good at this.
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected.
Yeah, I've got, like, mind dominate. I can get through anybody's mental defenses.
I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening.
Okay, well, how about I just, use the Force? Because we're at a Sith Academy.
Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Yuthura.
Okay, so we need to have a chat with this guy. We also might be able to... You're very dead already. Okay, there's... Wait, just... Guys, get out the way. Get out the way. I need to just, rob some stuff before we get going. Ooh, droid heavy plating type 3. I'm not sure I've got anything that can use it, but okay. Right, my friend, how about we just, force do you or whatever? Use whatever method you wish. You will not break my will. My mind is my own. I will tell you nothing. Look, shut up or I'm putting the Wookiee in there with you. And here we go. We could just, use the Force. And, oh. Okay, he's a bit resistant to that. Right, interesting. So, any chance you speak Galactic Basic? And he does, but he won't speak it. Okay, so let's go over to the serum here. Not too much. Maybe some serum plus Force would be good enough. So, how do you wish to use the console? So, moderate, small, anti-serum, moderate, or small. Let's go for moderate dosage. Right in the middle, like the guy said. And there we go. You'll get nothing. But he's not sounding, too sure about that. And now we go for Force Persuade. Now he's been loosened up a bit. Oh dear. Well, that's interesting. Tell me where the weapon cache is, please. Come on, let's just see if we've got, more options if we just speak to him. Mandalorian will never fall before such as you. I'll say, he is being a little bit on the... Oh. Unless I could lie to him. I don't actually want to free him, because Mandalorians seem to be pretty universally dicks, so I could pretend to, however. You're trying to trick me, I don't believe you, and trust me, I'll help if I can. Aha! Use the console to put me in a catatonic state. The people will remove me, throw me away, I can survive for long periods in this state, then I can escape. And then... Okay. I was kind of hoping I'd be willing to do it, as a trade for the information, then just not do it. Okay. Tell me where the cache is. No, still nothing. Okay, what if I just give him a little bit more truth serum? Just a bit more. Okay. Keep trying. There we go. With that final bit of extra dose, he is given up to the Force Persuade. It's in my ship. The cache is in a trapdoor. Boom! And he's not even dead.
Excellent job. Thank you for locating the cache. Naturally, I would see you rewarded, but I would prefer that everyone believe that I extracted the information.
Oh, I'm not gonna let you get away with this, you stupid bastard. Right, Zalbar, pull his cocking arms out.
Oh? I suppose one would need to be alive to go running to Master Yuthura to report the location of the cache, wouldn't they? Does that mean that you're ready to battle a true Sith then? Shall we make an issue of it?
It's 3 versus 1, you stupid bastard, and I've got a Wookiee. You are in so much trouble.
Ha! Gather your anger then.
Okay, Sith Interrogator. Right, Zalbar, you just get yourself over there, if you'd be so kind. So, just critical strike over and over. Between your sword and the critical strike, we should be doing some really good work. By the way, sorry, didn't mention this. One of my slaves also happens to be an experienced Jedi Master. So that's fun, isn't it? She's now just going to start power attacking you. Actually, you know what? No. No, she's not. She's going to buff the flip out of everybody. She is going to use Knight Valor right away. And me, I'm going to use, for the very first time, my Knight Speed. So, everybody just do your orders here. Everybody get stronger. I don't really even need to get involved. To be perfectly honest, I think my Wookiee is going to be ridiculous. Oh, what's that? Dexterity of 24 with +7 that I'm now gaining the full advantages of. And also defense of 32. And also just this in general. Yeah, I think you boned, my friends. And I meanwhile will try and choke him, just as you know, Jahani moves in. So on choke if we can. And that seems to have done the job. And now I'm moving wibbly fast. Okay, he didn't really put up much of a fight, did he? I got the kill, so that's nice. Okay, so the Sith are... Oh, yes, that's a weird wibbly effect. I think someone said I could turn that off, though. Yes, here we go. Frame buffer effect. I think that's the one. Yes, lovely. Now we don't get weird wibbly effect. And by the way, I'm going to be having spikes, a green crystal. It's not so useful. Still, money. We did say we needed... He's not dead, right? Because we weren't supposed to... Actually, it doesn't matter. The interrogator's dead. Right, so this all works for me in that case. Lovely. And yes, I'm now moving... Oh, this is good. Now I can just do this and I'm just moving around much faster. This is much better. Hello, Yuthura. I killed the interrogator. Like, sorry, I guess.
How ironic that I recently had his vessel scrapped for parts then. I had assumed it had been thoroughly scanned. Apparently not. Still, you have done well in bringing me information that others could not unearth on their own. I am impressed. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Okay, so we are now up to, what, +3? In terms of turning on a student and learning the Sith Creed and diddly-diddly-dee. Is this here? This is all nice and promising. What's this, by the way? Ah, that's just back outside to, yeah, the front door, which we saw already. Yeah, I'm just going to basically keep Knight Speed on all the time, because, honestly, why not? It just means I'm moving around faster, and weirdly, the rest of my team can keep up. Despite the fact that, you know, Zalbar doesn't have Knight Speed. But I'm sure it's all fine. Right, so, Valley we go. That's nothing to worry about. Just some people practicing over there. Right, Valley of the Dark Lords now. That's nice and badass. Ooh, massive sculptures and everything. Now, this might be the moment it all goes a bit, you know, wrong, to be honest. Because, you know, we did hear stories of Jedi-eating monsters that might be located on Korriban. So, this, you know, might not be a good place to... Yes, now there are just Chirac worms. How tough are they? Just out of interest. Okay, they're a bit on the tough side. Bit on the tough side. Just to see if we can... No, don't get that close to them. Don't get that close to them. Can someone else please move in and assist? Just, everybody just open fire. Oh, there's several. Okay, it's time for me to... Activate Knight Speed again, please. Any moment. Yep, this round I'm just going to be doing that. How are we all doing, by the way? Oh, never mind the rest of the team. Okay, I cowered it out a little bit fast there, and I left Zalbar to die, I'll admit. But you know what? That's kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be a Sith bastard right now. It's fine. So, Chirac Caves. Oh! I didn't really mean to go into the Chirac Caves, but alright, there's some Chirac Caves here. Maybe we consider doing that. I'm just kind of curious, like, you know, what this place looks like, precisely. So, yeah, we got Chirac Caves, and now we've got... Oh, now, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. So this will be the Valley of the Dark Lords, or whatever. So, okay, this is lovely. But I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that is enough for now. We have successfully joined evil Hogwarts. I have taken on some true Sith and absolutely annihilated them. So my team is good enough. Alright, we're not completely outclassed. And next time, we're going to be going into the Valley of the Dark Jedi or the Sith. Or I can't remember what it was called. It was something badass. It's fine. We'll go into those caves over there. Maybe find some crystals. Crystals seem to be... a underground and also see, you know, what's going on here and start trying to, you know, mess with some of our competitors in order to become the Sith that gets to go to the tomb of Flibbly Giblet. I can't remember his name, but, like, you know, the Great Dark Lord Darth Flibbly Giblet. I think it was him. I'm pretty sure, like, 90% that was his name. So, hopefully, you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Knights of the Old Republic. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, and flamethrower! 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 Okay, so this is definitely morally questionable. The point where you start singing the flamethrower song, potentially you've gone over the line.